Welcome back to my channel for a reaction video to one of my new favorite content creators, Conscious TV, who had an exclusive interview with Claudia Jordan. Now, I'm only going to be playing clips of this tasteful, comedic, and serious interview. For the entire interview and broadcast, you will have to go to his channel, Conscious TV, and I am positive you won't be able to leave during this interview. And if you do, it may only be for a brief intermission. So, without further delay, and after the Fair Use Act disclaimer, we will get into bits and pieces of this phenomenal interview. Now, the first portion may have you in stitches. It all depends. We are all individuals and we all enjoy humor that's sometimes off the cuff. So here is the Fair Use Act disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, which states allowance is made for fair use of copyrighted material for purposes of commentary, criticism, news reporting, research, education, teaching, and/or scholarship. It provides for the legal, non-licensed citation and/or incorporation of copyrighted material by others, which might be infringing under other circumstances. And real quickly, just for one portion, viewer discretion disclaimer. The following broadcast contains mature themes and situations intended for adults. Viewer discretion is advised, and I'm only putting that there for a short clip, and you'll see why once we get there. Again, content creator is Conscious with a Z as in zebra TV. Make sure that the entire interview you do not want to miss, in my opinion. You go to his page, and if it is in your heart and you're able, please show some love. And with that, I present to you Conscious TV and the beautiful Claudia Jordan. Many of you may know her from The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now you'll see the humor and comedic value Conscious TV has, and I stumbled upon his channel actually a couple of weeks ago, and I haven't missed a video yet.
In the meantime, okay, I moved to New York. Ricky Smiley was in town. He was having a party for a magazine cover he was on. Charlemagne the God was having another party on a boat. I see myself working with Charlemagne. I always wanted to work with Charlemagne, right?
I'm gonna put a pin in it right there for a minute, Claudia.
Yes.
Is it just me, but I think Charlemagne the Goddess is so fucking fine. Like I want to thrash my ass up against his pelvis so bad. And if he ever is single and at a Diddy party, I need you to text me the Addy, okay? Because I know you get all the 401 and the T, and you know where things be happening.
Now, that's just a warm-up. That is just a warm-up. Now, if you watch conscious TV even for a little bit, you will expect to hear some of the language that you just heard. I found it comical. Others may have their own personal feelings towards that, but what I thought was priceless was the look on Claudia's face. So I am going to advance this to a very serious incident that happened to Claudia when she was young. And in this particular sector and others, there has been many discussions and panels on assault. And we'll hear what happened again to Claudia when she was young. Again, this is fair use. And you never know what people go through. And it doesn't matter sometimes what their profession is or how much they appear to have as it relates to tangible items. So I'm going to bring it out further. And that is, of course, Conscious TV to the right. And here we are.
Like caught by a TMZ camera with the guy I wasn't supposed to be with?
No.
Have you ever seen me or known for me to be someone's side chick? No. But you see me on couples retreat with my boyfriend of 4 years, KJ. Before him, I was married. I had a 3-year relationship where I was proposed to, and I had a huge diamond ring that I walked away from. And then I had another 4-year relationship. The problem is a lot of people don't know who I'm dating when I'm dating them. So it's easier to say she must be a hoe or whatever. So I got this reputation when I went through my divorce, my annulment. Before 2009, I really didn't have a reputation. My reputation was pretty clean. People would actually say to me, I never hear of anybody you're talking to. I go, because I have good relationships when we break up. I've had meaningful relationships. I'm a one man at a time woman. I'm a serial monogamous, okay? Very much so. You can't find said men that they say that I was with, except this bullshit ass list that my bitter ex put out about me. When we were together, I would tell him people that I knew, that hit on me, that hollered at me, that I knew in passing. And when we broke up, this list of 26 men came out that was so ridiculous that I didn't think I'd even have to address it. I was like, no one gonna believe I was with Kevin Hart, Tyrese, Diddy's son, Donald Trump. Like, the list was so dumb that I was like, okay. Now, there were 4 people on that list that I really did deal with. Either dated, one was my husband.
Hold on, don't even touch on that because it's something that we're going to do at the end. But
okay.
You keep on going, yeah.
So this list came out, and I was just like, what? I didn't bother to address forward to when I get on Celebrity Apprentice. Me and Omarosa go at it. She's working for Us Weekly or something. All of a sudden, all this shit stuff coming out about me that I messed with Tom Joyner and all this bullshit. I'm like, what? It was her she put that rumor out there. I know that for a fact. Then I get on Housewives. What do you do when you have an op? Oh, there's a list. I'm gonna call her a whore. Every pretty girl gets called a whore. I was called a whore since high school when I was a virgin. Let me tell you this story. And this is actually a sad story. When I was in high school, and I think people need to be careful how you talk bad about people's reputation, that unless you got fast. There was this guy, this kid that was a transfer student from California, and he used to try to holler at me, and I was a virgin at the time. I was a senior, and I was still a virgin. And I was like, no thank you, And then know what he told people? Claudia is the kind of girl that needs to get...
Now, she said raped. And I'm going to extend it further.
Because I used to wonder why, like, whenever a funky would kind of joke with you and have that banter and use that, you would...
And you'll have to go to the actual interview, but unfortunately, she did reveal that she was raped after high school.
Definitely get him together. But when you gave me context for like that comes from a real place, I was like, geez. So
well, I think it's real. I think we're in a time where if you shade someone, which let's just talk about what shade is. Shade is disrespecting someone. It's playing in someone's face, right?
So again, she just shared a very, very hurtful place in her life in high school where someone wished that she would be great, and unfortunately she experienced just that while in high school. Very, very sad story that many women, perhaps men as well, can resonate with. So we have to be extremely, extremely careful and mindful, because we really don't know what people have gone through. Sometimes, as she mentioned, again, you'll have to go and review the entire interview to listen to so many gems that she dropped. What people go through, you just never know. And sometimes certain words may trigger what you may have felt you have gotten over or gotten past, when in fact we may not have. So we will continue on with a couple more clips, but for the entire interview, which was 4+ hours, please visit Conscious TV. And again, if you go there, and I'm sure that you will, make sure if it is in your desires, you show him some love for this fantastic interview where no stone was unturned. Now I'm going to present again aware, Conscious TV inquires about business, and Claudia drops some gems. So make sure, again, you visit Conscious TV and take notes for those of you who may not be aware of this valuable information. Again, this is Conscious with a Z TV and this exclusive interview with Claudia Jordan. And we are about to listen to Claudia speak on the business aspect. Some things that we not be aware of. I always find it refreshing and great for those that are in the know to share their information.
And then I also brought T.S. Madison show to the network as well.
Okay, so can you touch on that super quick too, like T.S. Madison show?
So I have always loved T.S. Madison. I love her perspective. I know we've always been cool, and so we talked about it. I was like, I wonder if there's a place for you at Fox Soul, you know. And I would always run ideas past James. And I got to give him credit for being open to my ideas. Like, I'm not a known executive or a known showrunner. And I said, listen, she is popping right now. And she is a voice and she's good. And I like people, I'm going to say this, and people can take this how they want to.
Yeah.
I don't think you should lead with your thing. Meaning, I'm a black woman. You should hire me because I'm a black woman.
Yeah.
I'm gay. I should have that job.
Yeah.
That is cheapening your talent.
Yeah.
That is, like, I don't lead with that. And what I liked about Maddie, I said, Maddie is a good talent that just happens to be trans. It's not your lead thing. And that's what I loved about her. And also with Funky and also with Al. So I think it's very important to make that distinction and not.
Yes.
Don't hire people because you check a box.
Yeah.
Because that's the same thing as not hiring.
Okay, well, how do you feel about, well, we know kind of why they do that. It's because of just how disproportionate some representation is, but to your point,
you still gotta be good.
Yeah, like that should never be the selling point. You're like, yeah, we gotta consider that, make space for everybody, but these people still need to qualify.
You gotta qualify.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hire you because you're gay. And I've had people that have reached out to me that were really offended. Like, I'm your gay friend. Why didn't you call me? I said, you're not a talk show host and you're not funny. You know, like, I've had people that really were mad at me that I did not call them, and all I know of them is that they're gay.
Yeah.
I'm like, the same way you shouldn't be left out of a job because of your sexuality is the same way you shouldn't be hired just because of your sexuality. And I'm not gonna baby anybody because of it. And if that hurts your feelings, I'm sorry. Step your talent game up.
Yeah.
Step your talent. If you're talented, that is icing on that's besides the point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So anyways, I kept, so me and Maddie were working on cutting one of her, she already had great material.
Yeah.
We were doing Maddie in the morning. So I was like, basically it'd be that. So we kind of came up with making it more of a variety show. And they gave her a licensing deal, which is way better than just being a talent. Like,
yeah.
Let me give y'all some business. If you came to Fox Soul with a pre-packaged deal that you're going to produce, you're going to pay all the expenses, they'll give you more money to do that than if you just go on and sign it as like, hey, I just turn on the microphone and I don't do any work. But if you're willing to do work, you can make more money. You know what I mean? So if you come with a package like Jason Lee, he licensed his show Hollywood Unlocked to the network, so he would get a bigger chunk of money And he can decide who gets what, how much I'm spending on production, and how much I'm spending on editing.
Wow.
But you have the shortcut of, if you don't want to do a lot of work and you just want to like turn on your Zoom and just get on, you're not paying as much, but it's still cute.
Right. Got it. Okay. Wow. Okay. So the same person that has been on.
Okay. So you heard Miss Claudia speak about just a couple of gems as far as if you wanted to package your own deal. Again, if you want to hear all of the gems, you will have to go to where? Conscious TV and his exclusive interview with Claudia Jordan. And I'm going to advance this to the last clip, which I thought was absolutely hilarious. Again, I'm just going to give you a teaser because the entire 4-hour interview / broadcast can be found at where? Conscious TV and the interview with Claudia Jordan.
Wrap up here, and then we're going to be coming right back because I get you guys to come on, get into some things, talk about the interview, talk about everything going on. I got some stuff to share with y'all and everything. So yes, but for those of you who just coming in, once again, I know y'all been talking about claiming. Claudia already has confirmed it. You guys will see me at some point on TGIF. That's why I had to go get my shit together with my LLC and things that I should have been honestly had. But there was another Conscious crew member in the chat who was like, girl, CGB, I'm surprised. Like, why haven't you been going this hard the whole time? We're going to get into that in the next live stream, girl, because CG, I told y'all before New Year's came in, I said, we're going to be talking less and working more. I ain't got nothing to say to these hoes. I cleared it last year. I got rid of raggedy ass energy. I got rid of the tired ass people, girl. I straightened the fuck up, got them on shit. And y'all ain't even seen nothing yet, girl. Wait till the next interview happens, girl. Y'all ain't gonna even believe me and this motherfucker is even sitting down together. Okay. I got some stuff planned for y'all, girl. We're working. That hashtag is real. We're working, okay? So Claudia, she dropped major gems around content creators and artists getting their LLC and their inks together, girl, and how much that can save you coins, save you time, save you energy, girl. How much you can benefit from turning basically your gift into a business, because your gift is a damn business, okay? She got into funky, she got into TGIF, girl. She got into Christian Keys. She got into all the things, girl. Real Housewives, Nene, etc. Girl. Okay, here she's back. It's all right, child. Long as this don't happen tomorrow at 8.
Ever since I moved to this house, I've been having issues with my internet. I have paid to upgrade. I have fiber now. This is not supposed to be happening. I do see that when I'm on YouTube and Zoom or stream at the same time, it seems like my processor is a little overwhelmed. So I don't know if that means I got to buy another computer because this computer's only 2 years old.
It might be your computer. It might not even necessarily be the Wi-Fi. So yeah, you might you might have to replace it, resell this one. And I use a MacBook, and she do real well for everything. I don't know what you on, but
I got the iMac, like the
okay, you got iMac. Wow.
It was great when I was in my high rise, but ever since I moved here, I tried everything. I upgraded, and I have the most gigs. I have the most powerful, fastest. I'm sorry, I apologize for that.
Look, rich folk always moving into neighborhoods and houses where there is a damn dead cell phone or Wi-Fi connection. I am
poor.
Poor, I forgot. But moving to struggling neighborhoods where there's just poor government Wi-Fi.
I'm in the ghetto.
Okay, so we got a little game to play. Then I'm going to let you go. This segment, Claudia, is called One More Shot with Claudia or Not. And what it entails is a bunch of your alleged previous love experiences and boyfriends, and rather they could be eligible for one more shot, or is it a hell to the near zone? Are you ready for this?
Let me see all these people you think I don't.
Well, of course, first up is no other than Trey Songz, who allegedly you were tied to romantically back in 2009. Is it true that no?
I had him on my radio show, and I was flirting. We were flirting with each other, and he's a cutie pie. Trey is 12 years younger than me. We never dated. He's a cutie pie, but we can't spin a block because there's not a real block to spin. I'm sorry to disappoint y'all, but he fine though. He been in trouble a lot lately, but he fine.
That's a good look.
I heard he got a big one though.
That's a beach right there. All right. So next up the list is One More Shot or Not, Dwight Freeney. Get into that NBA bag.
So he's an NFL player. He's actually married now. I actually really loved him. And if he wasn't married, yes, but he's a happily married man and a father. I'm still in touch with his friends. The friends love me. That was my boy. So he was one of the actual real ones that was on my list. I really cared about him. And we were, I used to go to his mom and stuff like that. But yeah, we're, no, he's a married man and I don't do married men. And I wish him well.
So what happened between you and Freeney? Well, why didn't it work out?
We were both young, and he signed a really big contract, and he had to kind of get that out of his system. Like, when you go from making like whatever to like, I think at the time he signed one of the biggest NFL contracts for his position. He had to like get that all out of his system, and it was maybe 2000. This was like 2008, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I have nothing negative to say about him. He's a sweetheart, very handsome, and he was not a bad man to me at all.
Not at all. Okay, all right. Is that one more question? Is the neck indicative of any other part of Freeney's body?
I will not speak on a married man's anatomy, but I'm very happy with him.
Oh. Enough said.
And there you have it. There you have it. A few small clips from this spectacular interview from Conscious TV with Claudia Jordan. It had moments of laughter, some emotional, as you heard the horrific incident that occurred early on in Claudia Jordan's in high school. You heard many gems dropped as far as business establishing certain corporations, LLCs. To hear all of those gems dropped, all of the game that was dropped, where do you have to go? Conscious TV. And you also had just a taste of the quick wit of Conscious TV, who is, in my opinion, no holds barred. So with that, I am going to close this out. I hope you enjoyed those small clips. Again, the broadcast is 4 hours plus, but it is well worth it. Again, Conscious TV interview, epic interview with Claudia Jordan. Thank you for tuning in, and as always, be safe, be well, and you know the rest. Be healthier. Until next time, bye-bye for now.